Our video today is about the claim of Muslims that the Bible is corrupted. Before I start, we need to ask very easy questions. Who is the one who sent the Bible according to Muslims? When somebody is speaking to us, accusing our book to be corrupted, we have to be clear about a few issues. First, do they believe that this is a book from God? If they say yes, then who is the one who sent it? What God? Then after that, we can know better about this accusation. According to Muslims, the one who sent the Torah and the Gospel is Allah. And as long Allah is the one who sent those two books, this means that the one in charge to protect them should be Allah Himself, simply because this is His book. When I say the Bible is my book, it doesn't mean really it is. When I say it is my book, it means it's the book of I follow, but I am not the author of the book. I have no right to claim that this is my book. Then, according to Muslims, if Allah is the one who sent this book, who is the one who owned the book? The answer is Allah. Then, if Allah is the one who sent the book, why Allah, He did not protect His book? One of the most funny things about the hypocrisy of Muslims to try to make their claim legitimate, they say to you, Allah chose to protect only the Quran. You know what, isn't it weird? What is the difference between the Quran and the Torah and the Gospel to Allah? Aren't they all the word of Allah? If one word for Allah is important, the other words should be important too. So simply, Muhammad, he could not find a way to make himself legitimate without accusing others of changing the book. It was the only way, because the other books is totally different from his message. But in here, the Muslims, they forgot that by accusing the Bible to be corrupted, they accuse their God to be weak, fool, and to be evil. Now, what weak and fool and evil have to do with what I'm saying? I will explain to you. When somebody says to me that Paul, as an example, as the Muslim claim, Paul, he was able to corrupt the gospel. So this gospel was corrupted according to Muslims by Paul. It means Paul, he was able to have victory over Allah. Allah, he could not preserve one copy of this book, not even one. Like today, we can have if you post a video in YouTube, there is no way to take it off. It's going to be all over. Which means YouTube can preserve things more than Allah Himself. Cannot Allah have a CD somewhere, hard drive somewhere, hide a copy somewhere? Allah Himself, He could not. But Paul alone, he was able to destroy Allah's words. Everything Allah did, He sent Isa, and all the miracles and everything He did is gone for nothing by just a man. This means that Allah must be really weak. And this means that He cannot be God. In the world, today or before, if somebody make a book and this book is published, which means this book became very well known, it's extremely hard to corrupt that book, because if I corrupt one copy, the others will not be corrupted, unless there is only one copy. And regardless of how many copies there is, this is the principality of Allah to protect His book, as long as this is a book sent down from Him. And Allah, He want to protect only the Quran, but He don't want to protect the Bible or the Torah. Then we ask Allah why. Is the Quran better? If a Muslim will say to me, yes, it's mean Allah really crazy, because why some of his words are less quality from the others? Is the Quran more holy? If the Muslims say yes, it's mean there's some of his words are dirty and the others is more holy. So simply, the accusation is very false. Then we go to other point. We ask the Muslims, Allah corrupted the Bible according to His will, or by His will, or against His will. To make it easier, you know, let us say I am God, just for the sake of argument, and I have power over all things around, and nothing can be done without my permission. This is what the Muslim says. Nothing can be done in this world without His permission. This is mean that the Bible was corrupted by Allah's permission, which means He is a partner in this evil behavior. He is working against Himself, and this is what Satan do. Like, the people of Satan, they divide themselves over each other, and they start fighting each other, like the Shia and the Sunni and the Ahmadiyya and Baha'iyya and etc., killing each other, suicide bombing. Allah, He could not be supported, someone who support himself, so he decided to be against himself. Well, how is that going to be? Allah, when He allowed the Bible to be corrupted, He allowed His book to be corrupted, not my book, because the Muslims, they say this is His book. So this is mean that Allah and Satan are partners. They have the same agenda, they have the same plan. Let us, me and you, Satan, corrupt the book, and let us fool those people, say they will go to hell. Ask yourself, if the claim of Muslims is true about this book is coming from God, His name is Allah, and this book was corrupted, what is the fault of someone who's a Christian? He believes that this book, he's an honest person, decent person. He don't believe that this book is corrupted. It is the crime of who? Of this? It is Allah, because He is the one who allowed the book to be corrupted. As you see, the Muslims, they say, if Allah wants, nobody can corrupt His book. And the proof, they say to you, the Quran. By the way, the Quran, not only corrupted, it's the book of corruption. I will never accuse the Quran to be corrupted, by the way, because you cannot prove the corrupt to be corrupt. It's corrupted from the beginning. But the point is, as long Allah is the one who allowed the corruption, it is mean Allah is a big partner in it, and Allah, He have a hand in this corruption. If you go, and here somebody will say, well, isn't it this about a free will? People, God give people a free will to do whatever. No, this is not the case. Because in here is not about you and about me. It's about Him. This is His word. This is His word. Because if Allah wanna allow the corruption for His book, why He send it anyway? He knew it's going to be corrupt, don't you? Why you send Isa? Why you send Musa? Why you send? If you know they will not accomplish anything. And the most important, forget about what those men did. All the prophets of God. The most important, this is a holy word supposedly for God. If the man who they call him Allah, who he say he is holy and he is God, he sent the book, and this book is a holy book for him, he did not protect his book. It is the fault of who? Simply, it is the fault of Allah. So, the first option, if Allah, He allowed it to be corrupted, it means He is part of it. Now, let us go to the other option. Allah did not allow it, but Satan was able to corrupt. What does that mean? It means Allah is a lot weaker than Satan, which means Satan was able to have victory over Allah. And this is a proof that Allah cannot be God in either way. Either by the Bible corrupted by His will, or the Bible was corrupted against His will. Because in either way, this cannot be from God. In the same time, there's many proofs that Muhammad, he took an oath over the Torah and saying, bring your Torah and let me take an oath in it. And if it is really false book, why Muhammad, he is taking an oath in a false book, in a corrupted book? Are you approving the corruption by taking an oath in it? You take an oath in what is holy. You don't take an oath over a satanic book, because corruption means Satan, he put words in there, he put verses there, he changed all the book. And if you ask the Muslim, by the way, what is corrupted in the book? They don't know. Do you have the original book? They don't know. Have you ever seen the original book? They don't know. All what they knew, their prophet told them it is corrupt. How, why, where, and even himself, he did not know how to write, how to read. So imagine, he himself did not never read it, but he himself is the teacher and telling that it was corrupt. Follow with me with more videos. Thank you.